Yeah, welcome back. So those who've been following me for a little bit now will recall at the front of our whare we have this kind of dog leg shape of a mara. Last year we had tomatoes in here, some lettuces, radishes along there, but I've got these lovely lettuces on that sphere. So what I'm doing is now starting to plant out. So some things that we did for this garden here, we didn't grow anything over winter, but what we did do is I wintered down this garden. Now what that meant was when it came to end of the harvest, we pulled out last year we pulled out all our tomatoes and vegetables that were growing in here, and as we were coming into autumn, this tree that's behind me, and you'll see a picture probably about nowish, had leaves all around the place, and this whole area was just covered in leaves. So what I did is I ended up mowing and raking that up, and laid it down on the garden as a bit of a covering over winter. And just last week we trimmed this tree. This is the one I was telling you about, but we trimmed this tree because the leaves or branches are hanging down, and we also trimmed these trees. And then I just went over it with I don't have a mulcher yet, keen to get one, but I went over with a lawnmower, and that's what you see on top there, which is the mulch, grass, and also leaves, all used as a cover. Now what I'll do is I'll just show you what it looks like underneath. I think under here you'll see it. Look at that. See how it's composting down, breaking down. It was lovely. You can see the worms in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to plant on top of this material here, but I'll leave the covering there, which gives time for all the stuff to break up and compost down into the soil, which I'm just adding. Basically I'm adding health back into the soil, which is returning the mauri, the life essence of it. On this layer here I'm actually doing the reverse. I'm going to I've got sheep pellets and laid that along on top of this material here. I'm also then going to sprinkle it with blood and bone, and then I've got my bags of compost that I've got from Mara Kai yesterday. Again, now that we're in the regular cycle of doing garden, I haven't got into these in a serious way yet because it's just areas that we have to grow into, and we do want to control it as compost access, good quality compost. And as you've seen from other videos, that we are doing some composting here, but to the scale that we're doing our mara now, we're not producing enough, so we have to think about how that happens. So in the meantime, I'm just going down to a local supplier and buying it, and also all our seedlings. Again, get into seed germination, and that's another journey that we'll be on, I think this year. I've now laid my compost. I watered it down, get a bit of moisture in there, and also to let it settle. And then I've used my hole tool for planting, and I've gone and basically, as you can see, followed the pattern that's on this, take it that way, and then just give it a bit of a gap, about 100 mil 150 mil to 200 mil gap between each hole, and then I'll progressively move through and plant out my lettuces over here, and I might have not two more probably do over there. But in here, made my hole with this tool here. Got it from $2 shop. And it's cool. Just going in. Anyway, and then in the hole, I've also placed blood and bone, and then I'll just progressively plant through my plants. So it gives me an idea of the layout and what it looks like once she grows. Come around until such time I plant it all. Anyway, that's my way. Seems to be working for us all right. Just a bit of gap because these red ones, they tend to get grow faster and bigger than the green ones. Green ones tend to take a little bit longer. But the red ones are good for Korean barbecue, wrapping up your vegetables, rice and meat. I digress. Alright, have a good one. Alright, here we are, farmer. Lettuces, utilising a space that has shelter from the main sun when it comes through, like between 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock. So I've used, because the sun midday is above me just about right now, and it'll go over, the sun will set on this side of the tree, and the side of the fence, sorry, and so you're going to get this nice shade. Because lettuces don't like direct, particularly in summertime, they wilt or bolt quite quickly, so we're just trying to slow down that process over the summer period. So shading cloth, like the netting I had, or utilising kind of the eave of see how the shadows over there. Anyway, here's what we planted today. So we've got some lettuces from Joe's Markets over at Kaitiaki, seedlings, and we've planted them out. I've got some gaps, so I'll put a tomato there, and some more lettuces, and then I had that bit at the end there, so I'll put another tomato in there, and then I'll put some pak choy. See how it grows over here. I've got plenty of it, so yeah, that's the matter. It's today's activity done. Putting down lettuces. And we just need to keep an eye on it, water it. It just tidies up the front here a bit. As you can see, just makes it a bit nicer. Again, process I have, we wintered this side down over winter by putting down mulch, autumn leaves, mowed up grass, mowed up branches, laid that down on top, which kept the weeds at bay. And I'm doing applying a no-till process to here, so I'm just layering on top. And I've put compost on top of the tree leaves and lawnmower mulch that's there. Put a bit of blood and bone around, put a bit of sheep pellets also, and then put some blood and bone in the holes of where each plant is there. Anyway, she is. Happy gardening. Happy gardening, everybody.